Loyalty is everything. Until it isn't. Imagine the person you trusted most. The one who stood by your side through every scandal, every tear, and every victory. Suddenly becoming the person who stabs you right in the heart. This isn't just a plot from a Hollywood thriller. This is the explosive reality currently rocking the streets of Atlanta. We are talking about the ultimate betrayal between two of the most iconic best friends in the industry, Tiny Harris and Shekinah Jo Anderson. For years, they were inseparable. Where there was Tiny, there was Shekinah. They were the definition of ride or die. But today, the ride has crashed and the die is getting literal. Reports are surfacing that a massive physical altercation broke out between the two, and the reason is enough to make your jaw drop. Word on the street is that Tiny Harris reportedly attacked Shekinah after discovering the ultimate taboo. Shekinah has allegedly been dating Tiny's husband, the legendary rapper T.I. Can you believe it? The woman Tiny welcomed into her home, her business, and her inner circle is now being accused of being a homewrecker. Was the family hustle all a lie? Is T.I. really stepping out with his wife's best friend? Or is this a calculated move to tear down a legacy? In this video, we are diving deep into the leaked details of that fateful night. We'll break down the secret messages that allegedly sparked the fire, the eyewitness accounts of the hair-pulling brawl, and the cryptic social media war that has everyone choosing sides. This isn't just a fight. It's the end of an era. Grab your popcorn because the tea isn't just hot. It's scalding. Was it a moment of weakness or a long-term affair hidden in plain sight? Let's get into the messy details of the Harris versus Shekinah showdown. To understand how we got to a physical brawl in the middle of Atlanta, we have to go back, way back. Tiny Harris and Shekinah Jo Anderson weren't just industry friends. They were a brand. When Tiny launched her reality TV empire with T.I. Tiny, The Family Hustle, Shekinah wasn't just a guest star. She was the heartbeat of the comic relief. She was the loud, unfiltered, ride-or-die hairstylist who had Tiny's back when the world was coming for her. They traveled together, spent holidays together, and Shekinah was often the one defending T.I. and Tiny's marriage against every cheating rumor that hit the blogs. But as the saying goes, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. The cracks didn't appear overnight. For the last year, insiders noticed a shift. Shekinah, who used to be Tiny's shadow, started appearing in spaces where Tiny wasn't, but T.I. was. We're talking about late-night studio sessions where hairstyling wasn't exactly the primary requirement. We're talking about VIP sections at clubs where Tiny was noticeably absent, but Shekinah was right there, laughing a little too loudly at Tip's jokes. The social media streets started talking first. Fans noticed that the constant bestie posts had dried up. No more birthday tributes. No more "I love my sister" captions. Instead, Tiny began posting cryptic quotes about snakes in the grass and how the person you feed will be the first one to bite your hand. At the time, we thought it was just general industry shade. We didn't realize the snake was sleeping in the guest room. According to sources close to the Harris household, the breaking point came when Tiny allegedly gained access to a device. Some say it was an old iPad synced to T.I.'s messages. Others say it was a burner phone left in a coat pocket. What she found wasn't just a one-time mistake. The reports suggest there were months of communication between T.I. and Shekinah. The messages reportedly went beyond friendly banter. They painted a picture of a secret life, intimate dinners, coordinated travel, and emotional support that should have been reserved for a wife. Tiny didn't just feel cheated on by her husband. She felt erased by her best friend. The betrayal of a spouse is a wound, but the betrayal of a sister is a scar that never heals. Tiny had shared her deepest insecurities about her marriage with Shekinah, only for Shekinah to reportedly use that roadmap to get closer to T.I. themselves. Now, let's talk about that fateful night. The reports indicate that the two women crossed paths at a high-end private event in Atlanta. The atmosphere was already tense. Tiny was reportedly already on edge, having spent days stewing over the evidence she had gathered. When Shekinah walked in, reportedly acting as if nothing was wrong, perhaps even trying to greet Tiny with her usual bravado, the dam finally broke. Witnesses claim that Tiny didn't wait for an explanation. She didn't want to sit down or a talk. She went straight for the jugular. Tiny reportedly stepped into Shekinah's personal space and asked one simple, chilling question: "How long have you been sleeping with my husband?" The room went silent. Shekinah, known for her quick wit and loud mouth, reportedly tried to laugh it off, calling Tiny crazy and paranoid. But that denial was the spark that lit the gasoline. Tiny, who has spent years maintaining a polished, lady of the house image, allegedly snapped. The attack wasn't just a slap. Witnesses describe it as a full-on explosion of years of suppressed hurt. Tiny reportedly lunged at Shekinah, and the two became a blur of designer clothes and expensive lace fronts. This wasn't a choreographed reality TV fight where security jumps in after 3 seconds. This was raw, personal, and ugly. People at the scene claim that Tiny was screaming about loyalty and the house she built, while Shekinah was fighting back, allegedly shouting insults about Tiny's own insecurities and the state of her marriage. It took several large men to pull Tiny off. But even as they were separated, the damage was done. The veil of friendship was torn to shreds, and the secret that had been whispered in the shadows was now screaming in the light. After the fight was broken up, Shekinah was reportedly escorted out of the building, but not before she allegedly made a scene in the parking lot, claiming she didn't need Tiny, and that Tip knows where to find me. Tiny, on the other hand, was reportedly seen being consoled by her inner circle, looking more heartbroken than angry. The question everyone is asking is, where was T.I. during all of this? Rumor has it that Tip was not at the event, but he received a phone call within minutes. The fallout was immediate. Within hours, blocks were happening on Instagram. Photos were being deleted. The family hustle era didn't just end. It went up in flames. But this is only the beginning of the chaos. While Tiny was dealing with the immediate pain of the physical fight, the receipts were just starting to leak. People began digging into Shekinah's past comments about T.I., and the patterns started to emerge. Was this a single white female situation? Had Shekinah been planning to take Tiny's place for years? In the next part, we're going to look at the evidence. We're going to break down the specific dates where T.I. and Shekinah were allegedly spotted together, the reaction from the rest of the Harris children, who essentially viewed Shekinah as an aunt, and how T.I. is reportedly trying to play both sides to save his reputation. The dust from the physical altercation may have settled on the floor of that Atlanta club, but the fire was just beginning to consume the Harris household. You see, a fight is one thing, a moment of blind rage, but what follows is the cold, hard reality of the why. As Tiny sat in her car, reportedly shaken and tearful, the realization hit her. This wasn't just a random hookup. This was a calculated infiltration. To understand the depth of this alleged affair between T.I. and Shekinah, we have to look at the timeline. For months, fans had been whispering about Shekinah's sudden glow-up and her independent lifestyle. Where was the money coming from? Shekinah is a talented stylist, yes, but her lifestyle started looking a lot like First Lady status. Reports began to surface of business meetings between T.I. and Shekinah that happened in cities where Tiny wasn't even present. We're talking about Miami, Los Angeles, and even private villa stays in the Caribbean. At the time, if anyone asked, the excuse was always branding or content creation. But the receipts that Tiny allegedly found told a different story. We're talking about flight manifests where Shekinah's name was right next to Clifford Harris, T.I. We're talking about jewelry purchases from high-end jewelers in Atlanta that never made it to Tiny's jewelry box. The most damning piece of evidence? Alleged surveillance footage from a boutique hotel in Buckhead. Sources say the footage shows T.I. and Shekinah entering through a side door, looking very much like a couple trying to stay out of the paparazzi's lens. When Tiny saw this, it wasn't just anger she felt. It was a total breakdown of reality. This was her sister, the woman who helped her raise her kids, allegedly playing house with her husband in the same city where she lived. What makes this situation truly heartbreaking isn't just the marriage. It's the children. The Harris family is huge, and they are tight-knit. Zanique, King, Major, Eris. All of them grew up with Shekinah in the house. She wasn't Miss Shekinah. She was Auntie Shekinah. She was at the birthday parties, the graduations, and the holiday dinners. When news of the fight and the alleged affair hit the family group chat, The reaction was reportedly explosive. Imagine being one of the Harris kids and finding out that the person you trusted as an aunt might be the reason your mother is crying in the middle of the night. Sources say that King Harris, who is known for being outspoken, was particularly livid. There are reports of a heated phone call between King and T.I., where the young rapper allegedly demanded to know how his father could bring that kind of mess into their home. Tiny has always been the glue that held the family hustle together. She protected T.I. through his legal battles, his previous cheating scandals, and his time away. But this hit differently. This wasn't a video girl or a random fan in a hotel room. This was an insider. The betrayal reached into the very roots of their family tree, shaking the foundation of everything they had built for the cameras. Now, where was the King of the South, while his wife and his best friend were tearing each other apart? Initially, T.I. went radio silent. No Instagram posts, no tipisms, no philosophical quotes about loyalty. But as the rumors grew louder, his damage control team went into overdrive. Inside sources claim that T.I. tried to play the peacemaker role at first, telling Tiny that she was overreacting and that Shekinah was just a loyal soldier who was helping him with business. But you can't gaslight a woman who has the receipts. When the business excuses failed, Tip reportedly shifted his energy toward Shekinah, trying to get her to stay quiet and let the heat die down. But Shekinah isn't the quiet type. She's the girl from the hood who made it big, and she wasn't about to let Tiny embarrass her without a fight. Shekinah began going on Instagram Live, dropping subtle hints and subtweets. She didn't name names at first, but she talked about bitter women who can't keep their man happy. Every time she pressed go live, the tension in Atlanta rose another 10 degrees. She was poking the bear, and Tiny was the bear. The most chilling part is the theory circulating among Tiny's closest allies. They started noticing that Shekinah wasn't just dating T.I. She was allegedly trying to become Tiny. She started wearing similar hairstyles, dressing in the same high-fashion brands Tiny favored, and even adopting Tiny's specific way of speaking in interviews. It was as if Shekinah had spent years studying Tiny from the inside, learning her weaknesses, her husband's preferences, and the gaps in their marriage, only to step into those gaps the moment she saw an opening. This wasn't a crime of passion. According to Tiny's camp, this was a hostile takeover. As the week progressed, the unfollowing began. Tiny wiped her Instagram of any photo containing Shekinah. Shekinah responded by posting photos of herself looking unbothered, captioned with things like, "The truth will set you free, but first it'll make you mad." The fans were divided. The Team Tiny camp was calling for Shekinah to be cancelled, labeling her the ultimate backstabber. Meanwhile, a small but vocal Team Shekinah group argued that if T.I. wanted to stray, he would have done it with anyone, and at least it was with someone who actually cared about him. But the biggest question remained. If Tiny had the receipts, and the fight had already happened, what was the final blow? Because what happened next wasn't just a social media beef. It was a move that would change the Harris marriage forever. Tiny wasn't just looking for a divorce this time. She was looking for justice. In the final part of our script, we are going to look at the legal fallout, the secret recordings Shekinah reportedly has as leverage, and the ultimate ultimatum Tiny gave to T.I. It's her or the empire. As we move into the final chapter of this Atlanta tragedy, the drama has officially shifted from the club floor to the courtroom. The physical fight between Tiny and Shekinah wasn't the end. It was the opening act for a legal battle that has left the industry stunned. In late 2025 and moving into early 2026, the situation escalated from he said, she said gossip into a high-stakes war involving millions of dollars, non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, and a shocking courtroom breakdown. Reports surfaced that Tiny Harris didn't just walk away from that fight. She filed a massive lawsuit. But here's the twist. The lawsuit wasn't just about the physical altercation. It was about betrayal of trust and financial exploitation. Tiny's legal team reportedly alleged that while Shekinah was being paid by the Harris family as a stylist and consultant, she was simultaneously using those funds and the access they provided to facilitate a secret relationship with T.I. But the most explosive part of the legal filing? The secret tapes. Rumors have been swirling about a hotel tape that allegedly surfaced during the discovery phase of the lawsuit. This wasn't just a grainy paparazzi photo. Insiders claim the footage, allegedly from a hotel in Atlanta, showed T.I. and Shekinah in a compromise that no best friend should ever be in. When this tape was reportedly played behind closed doors, sources say Tiny suffered an emotional breakdown. For Tiny, seeing the visual proof was the final nail in the coffin of her 20-year history with T.I. While Tiny was going through the legal system, Shekinah Joe wasn't staying quiet. In a series of emotional, tear-filled Instagram lives that have now gone viral, Shekinah started dropping her own bombs. She claimed that she was never the help, and that she had been the one holding the Harris family together for years. Then came the rumor that nearly broke the internet: the paternity claims. In late 2025, gossip blogs began reporting on alleged DNA results that suggested T.I. might have fathered a child with Shekinah during one of his breaks from Tiny. Shekinah hinted at this in her videos, saying things like, "I know where the bodies are buried because I helped dig the holes." While these claims remain unverified and T.I.'s team has called them pure fiction and clout chasing, the damage to the family hustle brand was irreparable. The public image of the perfect, united Harris family was officially dead. For T.I., the king of the South, this scandal has been a PR nightmare. He has spent years building an image as a philosopher, a community leader, and a dedicated family man. But with his wife and his former best friend at each other's throats, that crown is slipping. Reports indicate that T.I. has been desperately trying to mediate between the two women, but the bridge has been burned too thoroughly. Sources say he even offered Shekinah a settlement to disappear from the spotlight and stop talking, but Shekinah reportedly refused, claiming she wanted justice for how she was treated. The rapper is now facing a crossroads. Does he stand by the mother of his children, or does he protect the woman who allegedly knows all his secrets? As of now, the Harris marriage is in a state of Cold War. While they have not officially finalized a divorce yet, partly due to the massive complexity of their shared assets and children, they are reportedly living completely separate lives. Tiny has pivoted her focus back to her first love: music. She has been seen back in the studio with Escape and focusing on her own business ventures, finally stepping out of T.I.'s shadow. Shekinah, on the other hand, has been effectively exiled from the inner grand hustle circle. She is no longer the go-to stylist for the Atlanta elite, and her friendship with Tiny is beyond repair. She recently posted a cryptic message saying, "Some people are only loyal as long as they need you. Once they get what they want, they call you the villain." This story is a cautionary tale for everyone in the spotlight. It shows that the people closest to you, the ones you bring into your home and treat like family, are the ones who have the power to destroy you. Tiny Harris thought she was building a sisterhood, but according to these reports, she was feeding a competitor. The family hustle may be over, but the fallout will be felt for years. Will Tiny finally walk away for good? Will Shekinah release the full receipts she claims to have? And can T.I. ever recover his reputation as the king of Atlanta? Only time will tell. One thing is for sure. In the world of Atlanta royalty, loyalty is a rare currency. And once it's spent, you can never get it back. Now, we want to hear from you. After hearing about the secret messages, the physical brawl, and the alleged betrayal by a best friend, whose side are you on? Do you think Tiny was right to defend her home and her marriage at any cost? Or do you think Shekinah is being unfairly blamed for a situation T.I. started? And the biggest question of all, can a friendship ever recover from this kind of backstabbing? Or is the Harris empire officially over? Drop a Team Tiny or Team Shekinah in the comments below and tell us why. While you're down there, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe with notifications turned on. You don't want to miss our next update because word is, more receipts are about to leak, and we'll be the first to break it down for you. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep your friends close, but your receipts closer. We'll see you in the next one.